Hey, all you cool cats and kittens out there. It's Mr. Fly here. We're going to go ahead and work on our multi-view today. You guys are doing the blue and pink pieces. So what I'm going to do is I am going to quickly color them. Remember, the right side is red, right for red. So we got a couple of pieces here that we have to do. We also will color the side of the other piece, the pink piece. Remember, blue like the sky. So we'll quickly get that. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be kind of in there. Note we have this little piece that's hidden, which will mean we have a dotted line somewhere else. There we go. Oh, another little hidden piece. So we're probably going to have a couple of dotted lines for us today. And that's okay. Front is green. So we're going to quickly do that. Again, as you're watching, you can always pause and then catch up and then go back or review it however you need it to use the videos. Use them, leverage them for yourself. I am going to put right here, this is the blue piece, so I know what I'm talking about. This is the pink piece. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the blue piece. Just trim it up a little bit. Nothing perfect out of the deal. Again, the lines should be going straight down. I'm going to glue stick it or use tape. The next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to fill out the bottom with my name. So we'll put Joe Fly. Title, this is the blue piece, so we'll put blue. Today's date is 2/19. So let's start. I think the first thing that we should do is rebuild the model. So I'm going to quickly redo that for us. And here we go. This is the blue piece. So if you needed to make the model again, that'll work for you. I think the easiest part to do is start at the front. So it's 3 at the bottom, up, in, up, out, up, over 2, down 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, down 2, and then let's just round it out. There we go. We have our piece right here. Works out pretty good. Quickly, let's add some guidelines or drawing lines that'll help us with the other drawings. Again, from the right and left or the top and bottom. Just putting in those guidelines faintly so we could see them. If this is my front, if I tilt it towards me, this becomes the top. And as the top, you see, it's really 4 squares across. So I notice I'm 1, 2, 3 from the axis, 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to go ahead, work up here on my axis. Done. At the top here, I notice that there is a height difference. So I will draw in solid lines to show it. In my drawing, though, I do have this hidden blue line. So that would necessitate us to put a dotted line right there to say, hey, there's a hidden line, meaning there's something kind of cut out in the material. Again, here we are at the front. We'll turn it to the side. The side right here, pretty easy to see. It's like a tall rectangle. If I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 from the axis, 1, 2, 3, 4 from the axis, I'm going to go ahead. I'll draw that tower of 3. Now, I notice that there is a height change here. I look at my model. Look, I have this little part that's hidden. We'll add a dotted line there. The next thing we could do is color. Red for right, blue for the top, and the front is green. Nothing fancy about it. Pretty easily done. And so there, my friends, is the blue piece. We're going to go ahead and we're transition over to that pink piece. Again, I cut out my model, my isometric. Maybe you already drew it on here, so you're good to go. You wouldn't have to do it. You already drew it on this paper. If you have to tape it on, make sure the lines are straight down. There we go. And we'll fill out the bottom, put our name. This happens to be the pink piece. And then today's date is 2/19, and period is 6E, and then whatever E block you are on. As I always say, I think it's a great idea to rebuild the model. I think that becomes pretty helpful. And I think I have it right here, which is good. Let's go ahead and work on the front. Looks like it's 3 on the bottom. Up 1, in 1, up 1, out 1. Up 1, over 2, up 1, over 1, down 1, over 1, down, in, and then down 2. So I got her done. That's good. Again, just like we did with the other drawing. Just drawing some guidelines from the bottom and the uppermost one. And then from the far left, far right, we're ready to rock and roll. If I grab my model and I flip it towards me, I'm looking at the top of it, I'll notice that it is basically 4 squares across. So if I'm 2 from the equator, I'm going to start 2 from the equator, or from the axis, sorry. There we go. And I see I do have a height change right here. But I'll also notice I got this blue piece in the picture hidden, so that's usually a clue for a dotted line. I now have my model. I'm looking at it. I can flip it over. Here's my side. My side is basically a rectangle that is 4 high. So if I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 from the axis, 1, 2, 3, 4 from the axis, that's where I'm going to try to start drawing mine. Oh, not a perfect line, but that's okay. I'm using marker. You should use pencil. I see a height change right here. Bada bing, bada boom. And in all honesty, that's probably good enough. Last thing we have to do is color. Red for the right side. Green for the front. And then blue for the top. And there we go. Easy peasy, nice and easy. Your job to accomplish this today. Let's get her done.